You got it. Okay, you got it. Yes, I got it. You set up to yourself.
Good evening and welcome to McAllen ISD. This game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of University Interscholastic League.
Regardless of the outcome of this game, all the players have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve athletic excellence.
We ask that, as a spectator, you consider the time and effort each of these teams, coaches and athletes have put forth.
The officials for this event have been mutually agreed upon by school officials from both schools. Their role is not unlike those of players, coaches, teachers, and administrators.
Without them, this event would not be possible. Their knowledge and application of the rules are a result of annual testing, years of study, and continual participation in clinics that further refine their understanding of the game.
We ask you, as students, parents, and citizens, to demonstrate the kind of respect for these officials you would extend to any dedicated person in a position of responsibility.
This means that you as a fan
Should not criticize the players on either team.
should not boo the officials,
Shall not have alcohol beverages on public school grounds. This is a violation of state law.
Should be courteous to the visiting fans,
Should cheer for your team.
and should show respect for injured players on both teams.
Thank you for your attendance and enjoy the game.
enjoy the game.
Enjoy the game.
Hello everyone. On behalf of our school board and our McAllen ISD families, I want to welcome all of you to McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium. Thank you for supporting our sporting events in our public schools. Your energy and your passion is what drives our student athletes to excel on the field. Enjoy the game and best of luck to both teams. Thank you.
And how do you do? Welcome to DQ Fan Field at McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium. I'm Mark May here with Mario Reyna, back for the 2025 season. It should be just as exciting as every other year we've had here on football night in McAllen ISD. It's the season opener, so hope springs eternal for both teams. We've got the McAllen Memorial Mustangs taking on the Brownsville Hanna Eagles coming up in just a few minutes right here on McAllen ISD Sports. And Mario, how do you see your keys bearing out here for tonight?
For the
first game, it's always hard to have keys, right? Because it's the first game of the year. We don't know what to expect. But we know McAllen Memorial, tradition, they love to run. They're going to run. They have a lot of seniors back, especially on the offensive line, of course. And, of course, mistakes at the beginning of the year. That's going to happen for sure. And because it's the first game of the year, what kind of endurance do both teams have? Can they last 4 quarters?
Yeah, both of those teams, and it's going to be hot out there this evening, isn't it? It's a little bit humid out there. So, yeah, the fourth quarter could prove decisive in terms of the stamina for both of these teams. So there's our keys to the game. We've got our Veteran of the Week coming up here in just a moment. And, Mario, how do you see this game unfolding, or what do these teams want to accomplish here tonight? We got the Mustangs coming off a playoff run last year, and I know Hanna had struggled a season ago.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches, they know about that. But, this is a new season. And I know that Hanna, they played a tough game. I think it was 10-7. They lost to Harlingen, which is always a powerhouse last year. So they're capable. They're trying to build. Coach Guess has been around for a long time. He's a heck of a coach. And, of course, Coach Patterson, the tradition has continued here, the winning ways, and they were in the playoffs. They lost to a tough Flower Bluff team last year. So it's all about the run for the Memorial Mustangs. And I can call the first play of the game. It's going to be a run if the Mustangs get the ball.
Yeah, it'll definitely be a run as Mustangs going into the playoffs last year. Hanna struggled. They were 1-9, but Hanna is also a 6A team. So, have a little bit more manpower to draw for their program. And so they'll be looking to bounce back and score an upset here early on in this season opener for both teams. Of course, a non-district game. Hanna competing in District 32 6A and McAllen Memorial in District 16 5A Division 1. Now, I think we have now here the school song for McAllen Memorial. And while they do that, let's go to our player profile. Earlier this week, we spoke with linebacker Dalton Keller. Let's take a look at that video.
Hello, my name is Dalton Keller, and I play middle linebacker for McAllen Memorial.
Aparicio nowhere to go. He's going to be wrapped up. Nico Lada on top of him is also pushed down by Dalton Keller.
What got me first into football is that, I'm bigger than most kids, and I watch it on TV, and I like playing it, so that's what. My responsibilities is to protect the inside and just hit hard and make the running back not want to get up for the next play. One piece of advice that I use is I don't lose, I learn. And so that's what I use after all my games if I lose, but I learn from that. So I learn from the mistakes and I work to get better. My goals for this season are to get 100 tackles and to make defenses or make differences on the defense. So like turnovers, fumbles, sacks, and interceptions. I want them to see that this guy plays hard and this guy's aggressive and this guy doesn't give up. So I play till I hit the wall. What I'm going to do after high school is I'm going to study visualization at Texas A&M and graphic designing things on the computer.
Players to watch. Dalton Keller, by the way, featured in Dave Campbell's Texas Football Magazine
he's a real
as
deal.
the preseason defensive MVP. So, quite a player, a little bit unspoken. Let's take a look at our officials here tonight. And here's the crew, Mario.
Well, the officials, they've done some scrimmages, so it's not like they're not ready. And you're looking at the referee right there, Javier Chirinos with Luben Garcia, Freddy Martinez, Dennis Cantu, Gabriel Garza, Jose Martinez, and Eusebio Alvarado, a 7-person crew.
And now our national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran where the
Jocelyn Rosales from the McAllen Memorial High School Choir under the direction of Mr. Omar Samaniego. How about our players to watch here for tonight, starting with the visitors? Running back Eduardo Chavez, number 28 there for the Hanna Eagles. Rushed for nearly 400 yards last year in a limited duty, scored a couple of touchdowns. We'll look for him to get the ball tonight. And then how about Kane Coy? Coy last year had 788 yards passing, 13 touchdown passes, and he added another 5 touchdowns rushing, rushed for about 300 yards. So a dual threat, Kane Coy, who's a senior this year on a senior-laden Memorial team that went 7-4 last year, losing in the first round of the state playoffs. Memorial was 7-4 overall, 5-2 in district play. They're going to have 12 starters back, including 9 on offense and just 3 on defense this season. And back to our wide shot now. We've got the Mustang cheerleaders out there. Brownsville Hanna Eagles, Memorial Mustangs. You can see the Hanna Eagles there on the right side of your screen coming out onto the field. They'll be wearing the traveling white uniforms here tonight. And McAllen Memorial about to come rushing out of there.
You know, you brought up Kane Coy, very experienced quarterback, and he can hurt you, like you said. He's a dual threat. He can run with the ball, he can scramble, and he's got a pretty good arm. I mean, he played center field back in the day, his sophomore year. We remember him in those big playoff games. He's got a great arm, very smart kid, can make plays, but you need him. So
and you notice the hat came off of Mitch Reinitz. You know, he's a longtime Valley official.
Yeah,
now he's still with Tasso, and is out there taking photos here tonight. You saw his hat fly off there.
Yeah,
and there's a strong southeast wind tonight, isn't there?
Think about Mitch. He usually wants to be on the football field, but he had a very unfortunate accident, so he's limited right now. So he's the historian for the Tasso Rio Grande football. So he's always going to find a way to stay busy.
There we see the Mustang football players out on the field, ready to start the 2025 season. Here as they take on the Hanna Golden Eagles.
And Mark, you and I talked about the heat out there. I was talking to Coach Patterson before the game. He said that this is actually the 3rd time they're out here at this time of the day. Most of their practices have been in the morning because we know the torturing, the tough sun out here.
Hot it gets,
Everybody has to be careful with kids nowadays, you know, dehydration problems. You look at Coach Moses Patterson.
Yeah, Coach Patterson, his 5th year as the head coach of the program. Was 13 years before that, was an assistant coach under Bill Littleton, who retired 5 years ago. So he's very familiar with this Memorial program. Served as the defensive coordinator. There we see Coach Mark Guess in his 10th year as head coach of the Golden Eagles. They haven't made the playoffs since 2020, looking to bounce back in 32-6A this year.
Anybody can get the Eagles into the playoffs. It is Coach Mark Guess, highly respected coach down there on the east side of the Rio Grande Valley.
We've got the captains meeting at midfield right now for the coin toss. You see there in your foreground, so honorary captains, Sean Reyes on the right, and then the running back, Jaden Solis. And the other captains out there.
On the screen, Mark, you're looking at the other captains.
They include Dalton Keller, Gavin McIntyre, Javi Izaguirre, and Kane Coy, the quarterback. McIntyre, number 85. So starter at tight end last year. He'll be starting at tight end once again. His father played tight end for the Mustangs back in the 1980s, John McIntyre.
That's what I heard. And one thing, he might not catch a lot of passes, Mark, but man, he's just that extra blocker that always plays a key role, especially on the rollouts.
The Mustang coaches giving the last-minute instructions here. Same for the Hanna Eagles. We got football kicking off all over the Rio Grande Valley as some teams played last night. Most of the teams playing tonight across the valley. We got Mackay is also playing tonight. Mackay's at Los Fresnos. Another 6A team they're taking on. That'll be this evening.
That's a huge test to see where Mackay football is at right now, because Los Fresnos is always a tough team to deal with, and the Mustangs probably got their wish mark. They won the toss, I think, and they are receiving. So we're going to get to see right away this McAllen Mustang offense.
And we got another Spates in the lineup, don't we? And Braxton Spates this year, the youngest of the Spates brothers. Also wanted to mention Nicky Rowe in action tonight under their new head coach, Jamar Taylor, is there at Harlingen South. And here's the kickoff of the Mustangs. And that is Michael Alanis, who runs it back up to about the 25-yard line. And that's where the Mustangs will set up.
Okay, Mark, I usually do okay in my predictions, right? So I'm just going to say that offensive coordinator Tibo Gonzalez is just going to give a handoff right down the middle to see what his offense is made of. Nothing fancy. I don't expect a surprise pass or anything. They're just going to say, you know what? This is how we play football here at McAllen Memorial Mustang Land, and let's see if that happens.
And if you look at the Mustangs' offensive line, we'll see that the left side really powerful in terms of their size. Talk about more about that in a moment. They're going to run this straight up the middle, just like you called it, Mario. And a modest gain there of a couple of yards for Braxton Spates, the junior.
Many times you want to do that. Offensive coordinators like to establish the run and get themselves some first downs, and then that opens up the passing attack. And how do you establish the run? You try to establish the run by running between the hash marks. Then it opens up the entire offensive playbook.
So a 4-yard pickup. The second down and 6. And now 3-step drop for Coy. Wants to throw. It's tipped and incomplete. So the Mustangs going to the air early there. It was intended for Michael Alanis, and will bring up 3rd down.
And that was a good play call, Mark. It just slipped out a little bit out of the hand. And of course, first pass of the year, just a little bit. If you take a look at the replay, Alanis was open. He usually comes up down with those catches, but it was a little bit too high.
I was mentioning the offensive line on the left side. They've got left guard Ezekiel Osuna, who weighs 310 pounds. Left tackle Sean Reyes weighs 340. But this might be a passing down here. The Mustangs on 3rd and long. It is going to be a handoff up the middle. Shaden Solis has the first down and a little bit more. So the Mustangs keep it on the ground on 3rd and 6 and pick up the first.
And Marky, I think you called it the right way. Almost everybody was thinking it was probably going to be a pass, but this is Mustang football. 3rd and 6 can be a running play for the Mustangs, as they proved right there. The offensive line before Jayton. So he's got touch. He had already gained like 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, great job of blocking there by the offensive line. They have their first down, a 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10 now at their own 39. 2 men in the backfield. This is a toss to Spates. And Spates able to use his speed to cross the 45 up to about the 46 and a gain of 7.
Going back to when Spates, his sophomore year, Mark, he was very impressive young running back, but he can get you the hard yards. Anytime you need 2 or 3 yards to get a first down, he can get that, but he also has real elusive speed that you got to be careful with him.
Opening drive here in the first quarter. 2nd down and 3 here for the Mustangs. And they'll give this to Spates. And Spates gets a couple, but he's going to be a yard short of the first down. A couple men in there on the tackle for Hanna, including number 11, D'Angelo Moya, the middle linebacker.
That play is what happens at the beginning of the year, Mark. It was a slow developing play. They're lucky that they didn't lose yards on that. So we know usually 3rd and 1 situation could be a quarterback keeper or
Alik Garza also in there on the tackle, and now we're back to live action on 3rd down, and the Mustangs convert and get another first down. Looks like Spates on the carry, and it was. And they cross the 50 up to the 49-yard line in just inside Hanna territory.
Here,
3-yard
the first
pickup.
couple of plays, Mark, I mean, the offensive line is getting used to the defensive line, and then they're setting up their plays. But, you know, one of the keys on the offensive line to look out for all year is number 78, Sean Reyes. Expect a big year out of Sean Reyes.
Yeah, he's one of their captains. Jacob Cisneros on the tackle for Hanna. Coy back to pass. Has time, nowhere to throw, so he's going to run it. Has some room there. Close to a first down, all the way to the Hanna 41 before he's brought down by Moya.
And that's what makes Kane Coy special, Mark. He rolled out real quick. He's got a lot of quickness and had good protection, but realized that once he got outside the hash mark right here, he knew that if he was to run, he was going to gain some yards. And there you can see his speed, Mark. And any defensive coordinator right now in this district looking at this replay, they're going to say, we've got to contain Kane Coy.
Yeah, he's definitely a running threat. Had close to 300 yards rushing last year. Here's a 2nd down and 2. 2 men in the backfield. It's going to be a toss to Solis. Solis hit short of the line to gain. And looks like he's going to be just a wee bit short of that first down line.
So far, the Eagle defense, they have had some stops, but they haven't had them all at the same time, and that's why the Mustangs find themselves in another 3rd and 1 situation. And the odds of you getting a first down with this kind of offensive line, Mark, is probably about 80 to 90%.
Yeah, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. 7.5 to play in the first quarter. And looking for a stop here. Is a toss left. This is Spates. Has blocking. Has more. He's into the secondary and has the first down across the 30 to about the 28-yard line. A pickup of 12.
A little wrinkle right there. Many times you expect a run up the middle to get that quick 1 yard. But offensive coordinator Tivo Gonzalez decided to have a pitch. And good job by Jaden Solis. Not only is he a runner, but he's also a blocker.
Yeah, so a good block there, a good turn block there by Solis. And there's Spates, just like his older brothers, showing some prowess out of the backfield. 6.5 to go in the first. Here's Coy, 3-step drop, going deep. The 10-yard line, it is incomplete. Alanis had a chance for it, couldn't bring it in, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That was kind of like an unusual route by Alanis, but as you saw him there, I think he feels like anything that hits him in his hands, he usually catches, and it did hit him in his hands, and you could tell he's saying, okay, my bad, there you go. And that's what happens early in the year, Mark. These plays might not be working today, but they'll definitely work probably later down the road here in this game.
Wide receivers and secondary people have to have short memories for plays like that. Tight end to the right side. Again, 2 men in the backfield on 2nd down. Coy wants to keep this. There's a flag down.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
And this is going to be against the Mustangs.
I was just about to say, Mark, I'm glad I didn't say it, that so far no flags.
Yeah, that's our first one of the game, about halfway through the first quarter.
And if you've been in this field for many years, this crew here is a crew that for some reason, they don't throw a lot of flags. I don't know, the players may know them very well, and they say, hey, we can't mess around with this guys because they're going to call the penalties. So usually there's not a lot of penalties called.
Well, coaches usually scout the officiating crews, don't they?
That's part of scouting.
Here's 2 receivers to the right on 2nd down and 15. Coy throws this one, caught by Alanis. Alanis near the 25-yard line, just inside at about the 23. It's going to bring up 3rd down and short.
That was a good 10-yard gain to make it a 3rd and about 5. And look at his quickness, Mark. Anytime any quarterback at any level, they can throw while they're rolling out to a receiver that's running a route, that's special. There's a lot of factors that have to fit in for that to be successful.
4 down lineman for Hanna here on 3rd down. About 5, a fumble in the backfield. Mustangs got it back, but it'll bring up 4th down. Coy was able to fall on that.
And that's a miscue we're talking about to limit them, because usually I think at 3rd and 5, the Mustangs are thinking probably a 4 down territory. You're going to go with 2 plays to try to get those 5 yards. But now, a 4th and 8, I do believe at this time mark, it is a passing down.
Yeah, from here it'd be about a 43-yard field goal attempt with the wind at their back, but Mustangs looks like they'll go for this here. 4th down and 8. They converted on 3rd and 6 earlier on the drive. Here's the first time we've seen the shotgun here for Coy. Has plenty of time. Throws it over the middle for the end zone. Man is open. It's caught, and it's a touchdown. It's Solis in the back of the end zone, and the Mustangs are on the board.
That's what I was talking about, Mark. Great route run, but it all goes back to Kane Coy. And let's start off with the offensive line. They gave Kane Coy enough time for that play to develop. And once it developed and Jaden Solis ran his post route, then you know that dependable Kane Coy is going to put it where he needed to. And that was a beautiful pass.
7-minute drive for Pay Dirt. They score on 4th and 8. Here's the extra point try. Long enough and right through the middle. Extra point is good by Robert Ruelas, and the Mustangs are ahead 7-0 with 4:54 to play here in the first quarter. The Mustangs on top 7-0. Here's another look at the touchdown as we go to break. This is football night in McAllen ISD.
In South Texas, we know family is everything. That's why at South Texas Health System Clinics, we focus on providing exceptional care for generations of patients. Our family practices offer a wide range of services for every member of your family, from infants to seniors. Our experienced physicians take the time to listen and provide personalized care, ensuring the health and well-being of your family for years to come. At South Texas Health System Clinics, we're dedicated to keeping families healthy and happy. We are here for you every step of the way.
And we're back. Mark May and Mario Reyna started the 2025 season, and McAllen Memorial takes their opening drive, 76 yards in 13 plays. Took 7 minutes, 6 seconds off the clock, and it was a masterpiece of a drive as they convert on 4th and 8 with a 26-yard scoring pass from Kane Coy to Jaden Solis. And here's the kickoff by the Mustangs. Go out of the back of the end zone. And it'll be a touchback, come out to the 25-yard line here for the Hanna Eagles.
And what a perfect way to start off your season, Mark. Your first possession, about 7 minutes. And this is, we're used to the Mustangs running the ball. But now that they're capable of putting the ball up in the air, that's going to make them a little bit more difficult to stop.
Mustang cheerleaders, 2-time state champions in UIL, under Coach Pedro Ramirez. Here tonight, cheering on the fans. Fans have a lot to cheer about so far. And here's the first offensive possession here for Hanna. And here's a handoff. This is Eduardo Chavez, and then we talked about in the pregame. Surges forward across the 30 to about the 32. It's like a 7-yard pickup there for the Eagles.
The Eagles in a hurry-up offense, Mark.
See the replay again. Now back to live action. Quarterback wants to throw. And this is caught. Run up ahead for a first down.
That's a good start for the Hanna Eagles. 2 plays, first down. And you can see that they are running a hurry-up offense, not allowing the Mustang defense to settle in.
Alexander Chavez with the catch from quarterback Albert Chavez for the first down. They're at the Hanna 42. Mustangs with 3 down linemen. Mustangs in a 3-4 base defense here tonight. This is Chavez once again, Eduardo Chavez. A lot of players named Chavez on this Hanna team. And you see Eduardo Chavez runs for another first down into Mustang territory.
And that was a second first down for the Golden Eagles. And that should get them a little bit of confidence to their offense that they can run the ball.
18-yard pickup. And Chavez with 25 yards on 2 carries already. About 3.5 to go first quarter. Here's a fake to Chavez, and they throw this into the flat area, and it's incomplete.
It was almost a lateral mark, but the officials called it a forward pass, and that was pretty close.
Yeah,
to be a lateral.
The cornerback was there to break it up.
And that was almost, could have been a pick 6. Number 8 for the Mustangs was very close, and that's Noah Ocañas.
It's intended for Adam Talamantes, a sophomore receiver. That'll bring up second down. There's Chavez to throw into the flat left side, caught by Eduardo Chavez, who surges across the 40 up to about the 42. It'll bring up 3rd and long.
And Jonathan Garcia, number 45 defender for the Mustangs, did a good job of being in the neighborhood and kind of messing up the play.
And correct myself, actually about the 38-yard line. So they're in Mustang territory. Do have an official's timeout on the field at the moment.
And on the tackle there at the end was Julian Castañeda.
As a linebacker. Go ahead and keep it here for a moment. We've got to take a look at the replay here. You can see Chavez looked downfield initially and then kind of checked off to his running back, Eduardo Chavez. Initial miss there by Jonathan Garcia, but then he was brought down by Castaneda.
Sometimes those misses don't go for tackles, but it kind of messes up a play anyway. So it's kind of like a defensive assist.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and 8 for the Hanna Eagles. Again, shotgun snap. Chavez steps up in the pocket, then slips down, and it'll be a sack here for the Mustangs. He loses 3 yards, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And it looked like the quarterback had an opportunity right there when he decided it was an open field. I don't know if he would have gotten a first down, but he definitely would have gotten some yardage. And they're going to go ahead and punt, Mark, try to pin the Mustangs back.
Ivan Alvarado, the nose guard for the Mustangs, in there on that tackle. Now we've got a punt formation. Punter is Benef Bravo, sophomore. No pressure. He gets this one off. Mustangs won't formulate a return. It takes a Mustang bounce. And the Eagles kill it inside the 20 at about the 18-yard line.
Well, both the Eagle offense should be happy in that first possession. They were able to move the ball. And the defense for the Mustangs, I mean, they did come up with a stop, but they do need to work on not giving up some big plays as they did in that first possession for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, 34 yards of offense and 2 first downs there for Hanna before they were forced to punt. Now Mustangs, their second possession, 2 receivers to the right, 2 men in the backfield. It's going to be a pass, and Corey's going to run it now. Didn't have anybody open, takes off, gets to about the 25, before he's brought down by Rodolfo Duran, the cornerback.
And you know, sometimes, Mark, coaches will tell you that some players just have that it factor, like Kane does, where he can determine right away if there's an opening up the middle, and anytime you can get 6 or 7 yards on the first play of the possession, you're in good business.
Yeah, and Coy looking around for a possible flag, for a possible late hit there. It was certainly borderline. And here's on second down, it's a handoff. Solis has the first down, able to dance his way forward, follow his blocks, and jump across the 30. And that'll be a first down.
And over the years, we've gotten used to Jaden Solis, how smart he is. He allowed for his offensive player to take on the tackle right there, and then he went upfield. If he continues to run towards the sidelines, he probably would not have gotten the first down.
Eli Renteria, junior defensive back, making the tackle. Mustangs first down at the 30-yard line. They got 5 first downs in this quarter already. Tight end right, they run to that side, off right guard. It's Spates, just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And you know, offensive coordinators and the offensive team on the side, when they have plays that don't work, Mark, they try to figure out why did not work, who didn't block. And I guarantee you that's why you have film, and that's what you work on. You got to give credit to the defensive line for the Eagles as they kind of came in.
The handoff went to Spates. We're in the last minute of the first quarter already. It has motored by. Both teams mainly sticking to the ground. Here's Solis, picks up a block from Spates, but good defending by Hanna as they bottle him up at the line of scrimmage. And in there on the tackle was the defensive lineman, Charlie Barrientos.
The Eagles once again dominating the line of scrimmage. There's nowhere to go. Number 89 for the Golden Eagles. Looked like there could have been a face mask, but got away with it. Alec Garza in. And that's it, no, Mark?
Yeah, that's it for the first quarter. 1 second left, and there's the horn at the end of one. It's the Mustangs on top, thanks to a great pass from Kane Coy to Jaden Solis, 26 yards, and that puts the Mustangs on top, 7-0 after one. We're going to go to the Smile Cam now, and then come back with the second quarter. All right, ready for the second quarter now here at DQ Fan Field. You see the Mustang cheerleaders look like they're posing for a group selfie there on the right side. A lot to smile about her here early on for
Absolutely.
the Mustang fans, up 7-0 and moving the ball here on their second possession, but facing a precarious 3rd and 10.
They're not used to that, but Mark, now that they know they can put the ball in the air, look for another pass, see if they can get a first down. Or a scramble by Coy, he can always get you a first down.
Coy out of the gun. Here's the blitz, forced to run, gets rid of it quickly, and it's incomplete. Intended for Hugo Rodriguez, the senior wide receiver. Ball had a lot of mustard on it, unable to bring it in. He'll bring up 4th down.
But that was a pretty quick decision, Mark, that at the last second, Coy, he decided to throw it, and that was the right decision by Kane Coy. But it just didn't happen for him. But still, it was an impressive play, Mark, even though it didn't go for first down. He avoided a sack, put it that way. Gave his team an opportunity.
View from the Mustangs sideline.
Is this a special effect or what, Mark? Or is my eye vision messing up?
And here's the Mustang punting unit on for the first time. A little bit of a rush. This is kind of high and short and going to take a huge Eagles bounce before Spates finally killed it at about the 38-yard line. And Hanna's going to have tremendous field position here.
And Mark, we talked about miscues. I consider this one a miscue because they pretty much didn't get anything.
That was an 8-yard net punt.
I know I got my mathematician up here that you'll do the math quickly. I just knew it was not a good punt.
I was a liberal arts major, so my math is very sketchy. But here's Hanna. Yeah, great field position here. Actually going to put him at the 39. Only a 9-yard difference from the Mustangs line of scrimmage a moment ago. And here's Chavez back to throw. He's going to let this one go. Short pass and incomplete. Some good coverage there on the play by the Mustang defender. That was linebacker Dalton Keller. see Keller right there.
And Keller will not get credit for a tackle on that, but he should, because even if they would have completed that play, there's no way they would have gotten that much yardage out of it.
Yeah, Keller, I think, wants to be a graphic artist.
I heard.
According to his player profile.
Giga Maggies.
Yeah. And here's Chavez to throw. Pressure coming. Lets this one go. A little floater downfield, and it's too far. Is intended for Austin Reyes. Coverage on the play by Josh Castellanos, the quarterback.
Castellanos did a good job of just maintaining his defensive position. Don't come up. When a quarterback is rolling out, you got to make sure that he does run. And Castellanos was patient. He stayed there right here on the rollout. And Castellanos just stayed there with his offensive receiver.
Also saw closing in there Naomi Adebawale, the safety. And here on 3rd and 10, short pass is complete, but it's going to be well short of the first down. Alexander Chavez with the catch. And there you see a close-up of Adebawale, who's now a senior at safety.
One of the good things here for the offensive line for Hanna, they are doing a good job of providing protection. Chavez has had opportunities. The 5'11" junior quarterback has had opportunities, and we knew that Coach Guess was going to take it.
4th down and 6, and Hanna will go for it here. With a wing right, the play action, and a little bubble screen on the right side. It's caught and run ahead for the first down. Nice catch and run by Austin Reyes to move the chains here for the Eagles.
And Mark, sometimes you have some offensive plays that you hope work, and that was the perfect call. It didn't look like it was going nowhere, but a very nice call for the Hanna Eagles. I guarantee you they're going to use that play all year long. Very well designed. The Mustangs were not ready for it, and first down for the Eagles.
11 yards on 4th and 6. And here's a handoff, a sweep to the right side. The ball comes out. It's loose. It's scooped up by the Mustangs. He's going to take off at the 50. Now 40 yards to go. One man still chasing. And it's a touchdown for the Mustangs. How about that? Julian Castaneda, the linebacker, with a scoop and score. 79 yards for pay dirt.
We had just talked about Castaneda being patient on a previous play. Castellanos, and he did a good job. And boy, all of a sudden, what a big miscue as you're fixing to try to get yourself a touchdown, and you give a big fumble, and now you find yourself down 13-0.
First turnover of the game, and a costly one there for Hanna as they were driving. Just converted on 4th down. A man comes onto the field late as the Mustangs kick the extra point.
There's going to be a penalty on the Mustangs.
Retry for point.
So they'll have a 5-yard penalty, and they'll get to retry the point. And those are the kind of mistakes you see in an opening game.
Yes, sir.
Or not every player is quite certain of what to do sometimes.
And Robert Ruelas is the new kicker for the Mustangs this year. So far, he's been kicking some low field goals, and we see he definitely has the leg.
Yeah, this will be from 25 yards instead of 20. The holder's Michael Alanis. Kicker is Ruelas. And this kick is plenty long enough, and it is good.
Right down the middle.
And Ruelas now 2 for 2. And the Mustangs lead 14-0.
Let's take a look at the replay, Mark. A positive play for the Eagles. The right call. Good blocking. And that's when he dropped it.
Picked up at the 21-yard line there by Castaneda.
Is that
so one man almost
or
caught
Adam
him.
Blanco? I think it's Adam Blanco. No, I'm sorry, my bad. 30 in the year, Julian Castaneda.
And the quarterback, Chavez, chased him all the way, but the Mustangs on top here in the second quarter, 14-0, and we'll be right back.
The Sames Back to School sale is your perfect way to win. 6 weeks of perfect attendance earns students a chance to win a new car from Sames. And any student gets $500 off MSRP at Sames McAllen Ford, or always online at SamesMcAllenFord.com. Drive local, drive Sames.
And welcome back here at DQ Fan Field. Mark May with Mario Reyna, our season opener for 2025. We've seen some fireworks here early. Mustangs on top by 2 touchdowns. Hanna about to get the ball back with 10:37 to play here in half number 1. And this is going to go out of play. And that'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Now, Mark, I don't know if you talked
By
to the
rule,
officials about
the ball will be
new-
placed
some
at the
new
30-yard line.
rules
First
for
down,
this year.
Hanna.
But I know now I know that they can use technology in the field. But it's only to get some information from the coaches to the players. They can use the watches, or they can use whatever to communicate with players. So that's going to be interesting to see this year how that works out.
And here, Chavez, the quarterback, in the gun once more. In motion is the Reyes. Reyes at the top of your screen takes off downfield, throw underneath, and this is caught. This will be a first down. A good execution there by Hanna. That's Talamantes, who was on the drag route and caught that ball and able to pick up a first down.
Well, that's a very positive play, especially after you have a fumble for the Eagle offense, just to, like you said, get some amnesia. Stop. Don't worry about what happened in the past and make things happen for yourself here with the next couple of plays to get themselves back into this game.
Another man in motion is Reyes. Chavez fakes the handoff, is in trouble. And he's going to be brought down by a couple of Mustangs, including Jonathan Garcia, the linebacker, who's coming in on a blitz.
Dylan Sanchez is the one, I think, was the first one there. And he's pretty much the one right there that messed up the play. And the rest of the players came in there for the tackle.
Right, Dylan Sanchez getting in there. Javi Izaguirre in there too.
Javi Izaguirre.
That's a loss all the way back to the 38, loss of 5. And this pass goes incomplete as it's intended for Christian Muniz. Or excuse me, that's Kevin Salazar, number 48, Kevin Salazar. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and long now.
Another good job. If we take a look at the replay by Jonathan Garcia, number 45, he made it difficult for that pass to be successful.
So 3rd down and 16 here for the Eagles. Back at their own 38. 4-man rush here, and there's going to be a handoff. Trying to catch the Mustangs off guard there a little bit. Picks up about 5 yards up to the 43-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down and long. That was Davey Aguiano who made the carry.
Even though that play didn't go for a first down, the Eagles didn't want to have another miscue. So they said, you know what, it's going to be hard for us to get a first down on this possession. So they played it safe, punt it away, and try to pin the Mustangs back.
So 4th down and 10 for Hanna. And this bounces into the punter, but he's able to pick it up and get off a nice punt. And Mustangs won't be able to return this. It's going to go all the way into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback, and the Mustangs will come out to their own 20-yard line.
A nice 57-yard punt.
Ooh, now who's good at math?
Hey, how about that?
8:34 to go in the first half.
Mark, so there's a lot of great things happening at the stadium. I heard this is 50 years.
Yeah, the 50th season.
Wow.
50 years here at EQ Fan Field, McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium. You see the beautiful stadium there. First season was 1976. McAllen was just one high school town at that time. It was just the Bulldogs. Mustangs coming in about 4 years later, and then the Warriors about 10 years after that. Still going strong. So we see Solis on first down on the 20-yard line, carries it close to a Mustang first down up to the 29.
So he's with hard running. I mean, he looks like he's ready, even though this is the first game of the year. For him being a senior, he's running like it's his 5th or 6th game of the year.
Yeah, he's in mid-season form already, isn't he?
He's going, man. And that was a good, he took off to the right side. Good move on his part. good blocking on the right side of the Mustang offensive line.
So 2nd down and 1 here for the Mustangs. 2 receivers split to the left. They're going to toss this to Spates. Has the 1st down. Picks up some blocks across the 35 up to about the 37-yard line. Gain of about 8 on the play. And the Mustangs will move the chains.
You know, like you talked about, Mark, a good job on the left side of the Mustang offensive line. I mean, it's a huge line. So you have to deal with those 2 big, that left guard, left tackle, and the tight end. And then you have like a 200-pound running back coming at you. That's going to be hard for a lot of defenses.
Move that ball, go offense. Let's go, Mustangs.
First and 10, 3-step drop, nobody there. Coy buys himself some time, not gonna throw this one in. Man is open, it's caught, it's Alanis racing to the end zone. And a touchdown for the Mustangs.
Got to be kidding.
Michael Alanis, 63 yards for the score.
The route that was taken, but the patience by Coy, King Coy, it didn't look like the route worked. And then he just waited, and all of a sudden, you find Michael Alanis wide open. So we'll see if we can see that replay after the point.
Second touchdown pass of the game for Coy. He had 13 last year, and Alanis, who just scored the TD, is the holder here. Ruelas, the kick, and it's good. Ruelas now 3 for 3 in the game, and Memorial up 21-0 over Hanna. Let's take another look at that touchdown here.
Right there, he was going to pass it. He wasn't open. He looked again, and then all of a sudden, the third, it was almost like the third option.
And Coy had to kind of throw against his shoulders as he was rolling out to the right, and his right-handed kind of threw across his body there and was able to still put a lot of zip on it in order to get it to Alanis, and a 21-0 lead now here for the Mustangs. 3-play 80-yard drive, 63-yard pass for the score, and now the fan cam.
That good spirit.
There's a bouncer on the kickoff. Hanna fields at the 16-yard line. Big hole here. Cross the 35. Breaks through to the 40 in the Mustang territory, down to the 31-yard line. And a touchdown-saving tackle there by Alex Barrientos for Memorial. Otherwise, Hanna would be celebrating right now of Cesar Villa with the big return.
And if the Eagles needed some kind of break, that was a break that they needed right there to make something happen. But it's really important, Mark, that they would take a look at the replay, that the Hanna Eagles take advantage of this great return all the way down to the Mustang 30-yard line.
55-yard kick return. There's a pass. He's tipped up in the air. It's incomplete. Intended for Talamantes.
Josh Castellanos. Excellent play on the defensive side by the defensive back.
Second and 10, 31-yard line. Chavez was looking deep, goes short, and this is caught despite tight coverage there by Ocañas. And a good catch made there in traffic by Anguiano.
I don't know how that happened after the pressure put on. And then the defender was right on top of him.
On pressure.
Good job by Arnulfo Alvarado. Making that quarterback hurry up.
There's a gain of 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd down. And long throw over the middle into double coverage, and it's incomplete. Intended for Alexander Chavez. A couple of Mustang defenders down there to prevent a touchdown catch. So Cañas was one of them, and Stevie Rogers, the safety, was the other one.
Noah Ocañas, like you said, Mark, again, making it very difficult for the receiver. Being down 21-0, Mark, you pretty much have to go for it. Try to get something.
Yeah, looking to build, from last year, a team that won just 1 game. Looking to build here at the midway point of the 2nd quarter. Shotgun snap, Chavez with time, gonna go long left, 2 receivers there, and it's incomplete. Looked like Rodolfo Duran and also Talamantes were in that area, but the Mustangs had it well covered.
And give the Mustang,
turnover on downs.
Yeah, give the Mustang, the defensive backs and the safety, credit for that one, Mark. They're the ones that did not allow any receivers being open. Good coverage.
Rogers was down there along with UCB Roberts Jones. It's a nickelback.
Here's where the Golden Eagles, they need a stop, Mark. They don't want to go down by more points.
Yeah, Mustangs take over at the 31 after a 55-yard kickoff return. Here's a fumble. Kane picks it up, runs forward for a couple of yards before he's wrestled down by Moya, a linebacker. But I was going to say, Hanna's big kickoff return of 55 yards went for naught there. So they're unable to get a first down.
And that's why they struggle to win games here, because they've had some opportunities, but they just haven't been a consistent team. Of course, that first fumble really hurt them because they were getting ready to get into the end zone, and then you lose that opportunity. It can demoralize you.
4-yard pickup there by Coy. Takes the handoff here, rolls out, buys time, throws intended for McIntyre, and this goes incomplete. I don't think McIntyre caught a pass last year. That would have been his first. They'll bring up 3rd down.
Actually, that was a pretty nice play. I mean, it wasn't a lot of traffic, but if you talk to McIntyre, he'd probably tell you that he should have caught that ball.
It'll be 3rd down and 6 for the Mustangs. Mustangs have had some success on 3rd down, 3 for 5 here tonight.
You better hurry up because they're probably going to call a timeout, Mark.
Timeout.
Play clock was running down.
McAllen Memorial, their first timeout of the half.
Play clock was getting away from the Mustangs, and so they called timeout. Their first. I was just about to say both teams had all of their timeouts. The Mustangs used their first one here. Just over 5 minutes to go in the first half. And we'll take a break. This is football night in McAllen ISD.
Mustang! Mustang! Mustang!
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow, creating more jobs
and more opportunities for all of us.
Working together. Together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
Facing a 3rd and 6 after that timeout. Low snap. It's a fake handoff. Coy keeping it, trying to turn the corner. He does, and has the first down. And boy, what looked like a busted play for the Mustangs turns into a lemonade there, and they'll move the chains.
And that right there, Mark, is what we call the Kane Coy factor. That he's very capable of figuring out things and getting you some key first downs with his legs. He's very quick, very deceptive. Doesn't look like he's the fastest guy in the field, but boy, he is very quick, and he knows exactly, he's got great instincts, what he has to do to get you that first down.
Mustangs now 4 for 6 on third down. Just under 5 minutes to go, first half. And let's see, here's a sweep right. This is going to be Solis cutting it up the middle and fights his way up to about the 49 and a gain of 4.
Yeah, that play didn't even look like it was going to gain anything. The Hanna defense, they did penetrate, but Solis, he had a quick cut, Mark, and he got himself 4 yards.
Clock running here, 4.5 to play in the first half. Mustangs looking to put some more points on the board if they can. Coming up at halftime, we'll see the Hanna Golden Eagles marching band, followed by the mighty Mustang marching band. And another timeout called here by the Mustangs. That'll be their second.
Timeout. McAllen Memorial, their second timeout of the half.
Let's go, Mustangs, let's go.
21-0 our score.
Mustangs, let's go. Let's go,
Mustangs have had touchdowns from Jaden Alanis, from their defense, and Julian Castaneda, and also from Michael Alanis.
Let's go, Mustangs, let's go. Let's go, Mustangs.
Your playmakers have come to play. We talked about Kane Coy and his abilities. He certainly has done some good things. We also talked about receiver Michael Alanis. He's done his part. Jaden Solis, the good running by Spates, and of course, the big offensive line.
There's Coy back to throw, 2nd down and 6. Gonna go long to right side, Alanis. Incomplete, it was tipped away at the last moment by Renteria.
The thing on that play was, I think he had to rush it a little bit. It was like a 3-step drop. And right here, he felt the pressure, and I think he rushed it a little bit. But probably his next throw, he might just throw it 2 to 3 yards a little bit further, and they'll get themselves another touchdown.
Alanis there caught a 63-yard pass earlier in this quarter for a touchdown. 3rd down and 6 for the Mustangs. They're 4 for 6 on 3rd down. And here's a toss right to the right side of the field. Solis breaks one tackle, breaks another one, and surges forward for a couple yards, but he'll be well short of the 1st down.
You know they're going to go for it, Mark. I think where the ball is right now. You also have the defense that are playing pretty consistent. So you do want to put it in the hands of Kate Coy. Good job by the Hanna defense. The pursuit was there.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3 tackles Solis broke before he surged forward for 3 yards. Brings up 4th down and 3.
This could also be a running play. It doesn't have to be a passing play.
Mustangs 1 for 1 on 4th down. There's a toss to Spates. Spates has some room, has some blocks, has a 1st down, and is all the way up across the 40 to about the 36-yard line. And a gain of 12. Mustangs will move the chains.
You know, both sides of the Mustang offensive line, they're just, they're just huge, they're tough, they're quick. That's Sean Reyes on the left side, and Ezequiel Osuna, the left tackle, left guard. They're quite a combination, Mark. Like you said, they average about 325 pounds.
So 1st and 10 here for the Mustangs. Hand this off to Spates. Breaks one tackle. Fights his way across the 40, or they're going to count him down at the 40. Or excuse me, the 30. And a gain of 6.
And with the clock counting down at 2:19, it's kind of like you start thinking about, can we score and run out the clock at the same time?
With the Hanna 30 now, so approaching field goal position. 2nd down and 4, just over 2 minutes to go.
Got another
There's a
timeout.
stoppage.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
Oh, that's a new rule I forgot to tell you.
Yeah.
2nd down, right?
Now they're going to have a 2-minute timeout at halftime, right before halftime, and then at the end of the game.
Let's go Mustangs.
So we're at the 2-minute timeout here. 21-0 Mustangs.
Let's go. Let's go Mustang. Let's go. Let's go Mustang. Let's go. Let's go Mustang. Let's go. Last time. Let's go Mustang. Let's go. Let's go
Mustangs with
Mustang.
scores by Solis, Castellanos, and Alanis here in this game. They have a commanding lead and are trying to get a little more here with the last 2 minutes to go. Season opener here for both teams. Mustangs went 7-4 last year. Looking to get back into the playoffs this year. Of course, this is a non-district game. They'll start district play in the 4th week of the season. Hanna won't start district play till near the end, till about week 7. Only 5 teams in District 32-6A. 4 of the 5 will go to the playoffs. Here's Coy, play action, throwing over the middle, man is open. It's McIntyre, but can't bring it in. And it'll be 3rd down.
It was a beautiful play call, Mark. I'm sure the scouting reports don't show much about throwing to the Mustang tight end, but he was wide open.
That likely would have been a touchdown.
Absolutely. But it's early in the year, Mark. I'm sure they're going to go back to practice, and they're going to throw him about 100 passes. And after that, he'll be able to catch a ball like that, which was going to make that offense even more dangerous when you have your tight end also catching passes.
And here on 3rd down, it's a run play. And it's a first carry there for Alanis, who's already caught a couple. And short of the 1st down, but we'll see what they do on 4th here, 4th and short. Kind of a reverse play here.
But he took a good shot right there, Mark. He got up kind of slowly. The Mustangs will be going for it, Mark. 4th and 1. The Eagles haven't been able to stop the shortage. There's a timeout call now by Hanna Eagles.
Timeout. Hanna, their first timeout of the half.
So 1:15 to go here before halftime. Hanna calls their first timeout. We'll take a break. It's the Mustangs on top, 21-0 here on football night in McAllen ISD. McAllen ISD's 2025 Superintendent Scholarship Golf Tournament was a huge success. More than $68,000 was raised for student scholarships. We want to thank everyone who contributed and be on the lookout for this year's event coming this spring. McAllen ISD, we are all in. And welcome back to Mark May, Mario Reyna here with us, 21-0.
It's early in the year, Mark.
Oh,
it's early in the year. I'll forgive you for that.
Preseason jitters.
Go with us. Go, go, go.
So we got a 4th down and 1 here for the Mustangs.
Go, go.
2 men in the backfield. That's Solis and Spates. They'll give it to Spates. Has room over left guard. And a 1st down as he crosses the 25 to about the 23 and a gain of 4.
That's great timing right there by Kane Coy and Spates. It's a quick opener, and it has to happen fast. You know, they practice that running play many times.
Clock running under a minute to go here before halftime. On the tackle, once again, was Moya. And here's back to live action. This is Solis on the carry. Fights his way to the 20-yard line, a gain of 3.
Mustangs do have one timeout, and they're going to call it.
Timeout. McAllen Memorial. Their third and final timeout of the half.
So Mustangs now out of timeouts. 21-0 our score. 39 seconds left here before halftime. And the Mustangs on the move. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. The national rankings for the best high schools in America are in, and all 5 McAllen ISD high schools are on it. This is the 11th straight year our high schools have made the list, published by U.S. News and World Report. Congratulations to all 5. McAllen ISD, we are all in. Second down and 6 for the Mustangs. The Hanna 20, toss to Spates. Cuts inside, waits for a block, and is near a first down at around the 13-yard line.
First down will stop the clock momentarily, but it's now running again.
7-yard pickup. It is a first down, and the Mustangs will spike the ball to stop the clock with 25 seconds left in the half.
Boy, that was nicely executed, Mark. Mustangs didn't lose that much time. I don't know why the clock is still running. You see it running, Mark?
Well, they are still running.
But they stopped it, so I don't know if they're going to add time to it. Here we go. I think they're going to add some time back to it.
Please set the clock at 23 seconds and start it on the snap.
See, Mark, I'm a sports official, but I called it from up here, even though I'm not a football official.
Oh, yeah.
This young man right here, Javier Chirinos, is also the president of the Rio Grande Valley Tasso. I don't know if you remember Fort Sasser, Mark?
Oh, yes, yeah. Just retired
actually,
about a year or so ago.
This was actually his crew. He left it behind, and I'm sure he's very proud of this crew.
Sasser elected just last year into the Rio Grande Valley Sports Hall of Fame.
I went there to support him and listen to him. Did a great job on his speech.
Second out and 10, 23 seconds left. Here's a lob to the end zone for Alanis. Unable to bring it in, and it'll be third down.
You still got to give credit to Kane Coy. He did give Alanis an opportunity, but it was an awkward run. An awkward route. I mean, it was hard to catch that one.
So clock stopped with 19 seconds left to bring up third down. There's another look at this here.
See that right there, Mark?
Yeah, right in there. Guarding on the play was Renteria.
Great camera work.
Go with us. Go, 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 go.
Third down and 10.
Go.
Coy rolling out right, throws toward the end zone, incomplete. Looks like it was intended for Alanis. And it'll bring up fourth down. Given there's only 15 seconds left, they'll likely go for it here.
I think they might just try a field goal, Mark, so that way they can have that practice in, because you never know during the season when you need that big extra three-pointer.
Oh, you're right. They are bringing the field goal unit out there. This will be a 30-yard attempt.
He's had the leg, but boy, some of the kicks have been kind of low.
So Hanna's going to rush just about everybody in an attempt to block this. Good snap and hold. Kick is up and away long enough, and it is good. And with 10 seconds left in the first half, Mustangs extend their lead to 24-0. Morris good from 30 yards. Extends the Mustangs' lead. That was a drive, terrific drive by the Mustangs. That took 5 minutes and 45 seconds. Started back at their 31-yard line after they got a turnover on downs. Here's another look at it here. It's great camera work there. An expert crew here on football night at McAllen ISD. 30-yard field goal puts the Mustangs ahead, still by 3 scores. Hanna will get it, and with maybe time to run one more play after the kickoff. Going to have our bands perform at halftime. The Hanna Eagles first, followed by the Mighty Mustang Band under the direction of Mr. Angel Martinez. You see back to receive there is Austin Reyes. It's going to be a squib kick and be picked up at the 31-yard line. Bring it all the way to the far side of the field. Using a lot of time there, but still enough time for one play here for Hanna. See, on the return there was Telemontes. Ball's going to be at the 40-yard line. And they'll take a knee here to end the half. So we are at halftime. And our score, Mustangs 24, Brownsville Hanna nothing. And you're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD. Stay tuned for our marching bands performing here at halftime at DQ Fan Field, the 50th season for McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium. Enjoy.
The McAllen Education Foundation proudly supports teachers.
Since 1996, the foundation has funded innovative teacher grants worth more than $550,000.
And benefited close to 60,000 of our students.
These grants allow us to explore our imaginations and open new worlds for our students.
They raise funds by hosting a bowling tournament and helping with the superintendent's golf tournament.
And we appreciate those sponsors who'd made it happen.
You can help too by donating at the McAllen Education Foundation website.
Thank you, McAllen Education Foundation, for all that you do.
Not theirs.
It's showtime, so sit back and enjoy as the Strutters perform their dance routine to Level Up by Sierra. Yo, killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Yo, listen, yeah, that. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Let's hear for the Hanna Strutters. Ladies and gentlemen, let's now welcome to the field the Hanna Golden Eagle Marching Band. The Golden Eagle is under the field direction of Drum Major Eddie San Martin and Assistant Drum Majors Gabriel Pantoja, Giselle Garcia, and Jadalyn Flores. Color Guard officers are Lieutenant Chantal Olmedo, Lieutenant Sofia Buentello, Co-Captain Ana Gonzalez, Captain Ashlyn Lozoya. Color Guard members of the week are Luna Rodriguez and Jada Cervantes. The section of the week is the flute section. And boosters of the week are Esther Garcia and Jackie Castillo. The Golden Eagle Band is proud to present their 2025 URL contest show entitled La Dama de Rojo, featuring clarinet soloist Saul Hernandez and trombone soloist Adrian Ramirez. And now, we've waited all summer long for this. Here is the one and only, always imitated, never duplicated, Brownsville's original, the internationally known Hanna Golden Eagle Marching Band! huge thank you to our awesome band boosters, all Golden Eagle fans everywhere. Golden Eagle in its marching season and the weeks that are to come.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our halftime festivities featuring McAllen Memorial's finest student performers, the Prancers, the Color Guard, and the band that rocks the Rio Grande, the McAllen Memorial Mustang Marching Band!
Ladies and gentlemen, entertaining you this evening are McAllen, Texas pride and joy, the award-winning Memorial High School Prancers.
Colors in sound. Movement 1, red machine. Movement 2, true colors. Movement 3, blue dabadi. And movement 4, blue rondo and blue shades. Soloists for this season will be Rebecca Gonzalez on flute, Trinity Esparza, Camila Maldonado, and Adrian Waller on clarinet, and Wyatt Wilson on the bari sax. Color guard officers are Denise Campos, Scarlett Johnson, Karimi Morones, Valentina Santos, and Isaac Valle. Percussion section leaders are Diego Hernandez and Melissa Nava. And now, under the field direction of senior drum majors Rebecca Gonzalez, Jaime Guerrero, and Amanda Soria Cueto, the Mustang Band is proud to present the first movement of their UIL production, Colors in Sound. And now, a salute to Mustang Country. Color guard members of the week are Victoria Garcia and Isabella Martinez. Band members of the week are Axel Chavarria and Aranzazo Robledo, Jacob Hernandez, Melanie Chavez, Kate Cáceres, Christian Salinas, Natasha Cantu, Matthew Hernandez, Valeria Vasquez, Christian Flores, Audrey Garcia, and Mario Fernandez. Senior director Sierra Hernandez, Juan Carter, Haley Buchanan, and Sean Reyes. Section of the week is the color guard. Huge thank you goes out to our amazing organization and our outstanding volunteers for all the work and support of our band members each and every year and every year. Memorial Band would also like to thank McAllen ISD Superintendent Dr. Gutierrez, school board members, and Ms. Deborah Loya, Fine Arts Director, Fine Arts Music Coordinator Omar Samaniego, and district officials for all their support each and every season. We also want to thank our Memorial High School administration, Ramiro Castillo Jr., principal, teachers, and staff for all their support of the band. McAllen Memorial Band directors are Angel L. Martinez Jr., Araceli Rodriguez, Deborah Luna, Mark Mertens, Angel Aldana. The band is also assisted by Marcos Silguero and Lola Campos. Color guard is under the direction of Sofia Sanchez and Jeremy Fowler. The Memorial Band would like to wish the Hanna High School Band all the best this season. Special shout out to Mr. Sam Rodriguez, Brownsville ISD Band Coordinator, who is also a Mustang Band alumni and 1992 graduate of the Memorial High School. We hope you enjoyed the halftime festivities. Enjoy the second half of the game, and go Mustangs!
Ladies and gentlemen, turning your attention to the north end zone, the Little Mustangs are set to run onto the field. Let's give them a big hand as they come out.
Is replay getting it? Is replay getting it? Oh, yeah, I forgot to do that.
Game of the year, it's fine.
Again, we need the Little Mustangs to come ahead and come out.
Did you get the shot already?
Go, how about a hand for Little Mustangs? Just For just $30, your child can become a Little Mustang. They receive a T-shirt and free admission to each Mustang home game. At this time, we'd like to take a moment to recognize and congratulate our new Mustang, our new principal for Memorial High School, Mr. Ramiro Castillo. How about a hand for Mr. Ramiro Castillo?
And we're ready for the second half of action here at DQ Fan Field. Mark May with Mario Reyna. And the Hanna Eagles just running out, just right after the Memorial Mustangs. It's the Mustangs. We have good reason to cheer here as we start the third quarter, up 24-0. They have 130 yards on the ground, followed by 99 through the air for 229 total yards with 10 first downs in the first half. Meanwhile, for Hanna, 22 yards on the ground, 44 through the air for 66 total yards and 4 first downs. They did have one turnover that led to a Memorial touchdown. Penalties were light. Memorial 2 for 10, and Hanna did not have a penalty in the first half.
Pretty much no big surprises, Mark, in the first half. We expected the Mustangs to be able to run the ball. They did. But the new wrinkle for the Mustangs, especially this early, as we take a look at Coach Patterson, especially this early, Mark, is the fact that they're able to throw the ball. And on third and long conversions, they were able to get that big first down. So that's going to be good for the Mustangs.
Yeah, Mustangs doing a good job of, I believe, 5 for 7 on third down, and also converted a couple of fourth downs in that first half. Only punted one time. The Mustangs look pretty good, and they're doing pretty much what you said they were going to do when they came out.
Especially this early in the season, but you have Kane Coy, and he's a player. He's a gamer.
Start of the third quarter. Hanna will receive. Short kick fielded at the 20. There's the return by Renteria across the 35 up near the 40-yard line. A good return there for the Hanna Eagles. They'll start at their own 39-yard line. They had a 55-yard kickoff return in the second quarter, but later turned it over on downs. We'll see what they can do with this possession as they trail the Mustangs here at McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium, the 50th season for the stadium, which opened in 1976. I think one of the first events they had was the graduation that year in May of '76 for Mackay. And here's a run to the right sides being strung out by the Mustang defense, and a short gain there for Cesar Villa, the junior receiver.
When you're looking at the Mustangs up 24-0, you think it's total domination. Yeah, they've had a lot of good stuff happening, but the Eagles, they've had some good plays. It just hasn't been consistent. Of course, that big turnover market. They were getting ready to get into the end zone. They lost 7 points right there.
Chavez throws. Man is open. It's caught. And it's Delamontes with a big gainer. He's knocked down to the ground right after the catch. But a big first down here for Hanna as we take another look.
Good throw by Chavez right there on a good route by Delamontes.
Yeah. Adebawale with the tackle. It's all the way down to the Mustang 33. Now sweep left side. And this is a run by Renteria all the way across the 30 up to about the 24-yard line, a gain of 9 there.
Nice run right there. The thing on here, Renteria doing a good job of going left. The Eagles, can they be consistent?
They're going with the hurry-up offense here. Going to throw this,
nice.
And it's caught. Getting out of bounds there is the receiver Reyes. And the Eagles on the march here in this third quarter.
They came out ready to go, and that's a compliment to Coach Guest. They're not going to quit. Albert Chavez on a beautiful rollout and pass.
Here's a throw toward the end zone, and this is intercepted. Mustangs pick it off in the end zone, and it's Adebawale celebrating.
Mark, I saw Nehemiah during volleyball season, and he came up to me and he talked to me. He said, I am going to make some plays this year. And I said, if you do, we'll highlight you, that's for sure. And you just did that, Mark. Good defensive play.
Mustangs have their second turnover of the first half. Both of them big. One went for a touchdown. That one prevented a touchdown. There we see Coach Mark Guess, his 10th year as head coach of the Golden Eagles.
And once again, Mark, the Eagles hurting themselves.
Mustangs will get the ball at the 20 after the interception by Adeba Wally, the safety. This is Spates on the carry up to the 22. Mustangs with 130 yards rushing in the first half.
Practice Bates is the only junior starting in that offensive powerhouse team right now so far. 10 seniors, 1 junior.
Wow. A lot of experience on the team. And a lot of experience on their defense too, because the whole team is senior laden. So 2nd down and 7. Handoff, Solis, across the 25 up to about the 26. They'll bring up 3rd down.
Solis is very shifty as we would become accustomed to him.
Look at it there, you see the tackle finally made by Charlie Barrientos, number 44. So Hanna came out firing here to start the 3rd quarter, but an interception in the end zone has kept them scoreless. Here's a rollout pass caught by Alanis. That's going to be a 1st down for the Mustangs. They're up near the 40-yard line.
Good protection for the Mustangs. And anytime you're rolling out as a right-handed quarterback, I guess you throw in motion and you can put it right on the money. That's a big plus as a quarterback.
Mustangs now 7 for 10 on 3rd down. 70%.
And a lot of those first downs have come on also maybe 50-50 on some passes.
1st and 10, their own 38. Mustangs keep it on the ground. They hand this off across the 40 to about the 42. That is Spates again.
And so far the running game has been getting the yardage, but we haven't had a big explosion. So as fatigue sets in, that could be a possibility here as we're playing in the 3rd quarter and maybe in the 4th quarter. So far, no big gains by the running attack for the Mustangs.
Mustang, blue and gold.
8.5 to go here in the 3rd. Mustangs have had some lengthy drives in this game. 3-step drop. They throw this over to Hugo Rodriguez. Ball comes loose, however. I think Rodriguez may have gotten it back.
Yes, Marcus, how did
somehow
that happen?
Ball rolled all the way back to him.
And that's the way it's gone for the Golden Eagles. Nice quick pass. Rodriguez.
Clearly a catch, clearly a fumble.
There it is. There it is in the hands of the Golden Eagle defender, and it went back to Rodriguez. That's just the way it's gone for the Eagles tonight.
It's like it was a yo-yo string on that ball or something. Rodriguez just hauled it back in. And it brings up 3rd down here for the Mustangs. They are at the 46-yard line. 3rd down and 2. They give this to Spates, has the 1st down, and crosses over into Hanna territories right at the 50. A gain of 4 on the play. And another conversion on downs.
That's going to be hard for any defense to stop the Mustangs from getting those 2-3 yards anytime they're in a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3 situation.
So a big block by the captain, their left tackle, Sean Reyes there. Reyes weighing in 340 pounds.
And he comes quick off the ball. He's not a slow player. He's quick.
Good quickness. So 1st and 10 here for the Mustangs, right at midfield. And boy, may have had a little trouble with the ball. It appeared to slip out of his hand for just a moment, and looks to keep it himself, picks up a yard.
And even on a fumble, Mark, the Mustangs turned the play into a positive. I think Kane Coy knows that maybe he was a little bit too much in a rush.
Several Hanna defenders in on the play, including Joaquin Vasquez, a junior linebacker.
Let's rally for the Mustangs. Hey, hey.
Mustang cheerleaders.
Let's rally for the Mustangs. Hey, hey. Let's rally
First game of the season. Everybody excited?
Hey, go blue.
Mustangs with the 2nd down. They fake the handoff to Solis. Roll out. Pass incomplete. Intended for Alanis. Going to bring up 3rd down.
And I think Alanis knows that that ball hit him in his hands. He usually does a great job of catching it.
This is good execution by the Mustangs as they had the fake going to the left and then throw back to the right. But as you could see there on the replay, just a little bit too far ahead for Alanis to bring it in.
And those are the plays that maybe right now they're not there, the rhythm, but it will be. The more you practice, as you know, you play game 2, play game 3, things start to get better.
So a substitution, Vicente Valdez, a sophomore in there for the Mustangs at receiver. They set up the screen here. This is caught by Spates. He lets go of the football, and Hanna appears to have it. Fumble recovery there by Moya. And the Eagles have their first turnover of the night.
And they finally get a break going their way. They've had several opportunities to recover fumbles. This is a little screen play. Hanna did a good job of knowing it was coming. There's the fumble. And this time, the Eagles, number 11.
So Hanna be at their own 41.
The recovery.
Each team with a turnover here in this 3rd quarter. Run to the left side. That's Renteria. Crosses the 45 up to about the 47. Gain of 6 on the play.
Cesar Villa did a good job of blocking for Renteria on the left side.
Hurry up offense. Here's a pass. This is caught near the 1st down by Alexander Chavez.
False start.
It's a false start
Offense,
penalty, Mark.
number 1. 5-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down.
And 2nd and 3 turns into a 2nd and 8.
Only the first penalty on the Eagles. Only been 2 on Memorial. It's been a pretty well-played game by both of these teams here. Usually you see a lot more penalties in the early part of the season. And here's a sweep to the right by Villa. Able to turn the corner a little bit, get up to about the 44-yard line, picked up 2 yards.
In on the tackle and a good hustle play. You see him right there on your screen. Number 97, Dylan Sanchez.
It's going to be third down and 6. I think a little closer to 7. Here they go on 3rd down. Mustangs put on some pressure. Chavez forced to run, now hit in the backfield, and he'll be sacked. Back at the 44-yard line is actually the line of scrimmage. And they'll bring on the punting unit now. Let's go down to the field where I think they're doing the main event. Mustang fan of the game. You see the new principal there, Mr. Castillo there, 3rd from the left. Mr. Brian McClinney, the athletic director, on the left. And it's our fan of the night. The gentleman in the middle is also one of our middle school band directors. So appreciate main event for celebrating our fans here this evening. As a punt goes out of bounds. This is inside the 20. Very good punt there by Hanna. And it's going to be at the 8-yard line.
You can He's a
one
fan
of our
of the
band
game.
directors there is the Mustang
Very
fan of the game.
Very excited. He should be.
And again, we appreciate Main Event. They'll be celebrating a fan of the game at all our home games this season.
Always good things happening here in McAllen ISD, Mark.
A lot to celebrate. At the 13-yard line for the Mustangs. Hand off going right. And it's bottled up after a short gain there. Goya in there on the tackle. And helping the ball carrier up was Joaquin Vasquez. Good sportsmanship. By the way, we talked about things to celebrate, Mario. How about McAllen ISD getting the A in the state rankings, state accountability rankings?
I heard about that. It's a talk of the town.
Yeah. And McAllen ISD was the biggest school district in the valley to get the A. So.
It's not very, very easy to get that.
Only, I think, 14% of school districts statewide able to get that. We took a look at the replay there. We've got a officials timeout.
Mark, congratulations to you, young man. You are the star play-by-play guy in the Valley. You do professional basketball. And now I hear a big event coming up tomorrow. Tell us about that, Mark.
Well, that'll be the, I've had the privilege and the honor to call the game tomorrow for the UTRGV Vaqueros. We'll be playing college football here in the Rio Grande Valley, which is something you don't hear about very often at all.
History,
Yep.
historic.
I think last time there was college football down here was in the 80s with the old Palm Bowl that was here in McAllen. But UTRGV used to have football many years ago when they were junior college, about 75 years ago. But after 3/4 of a century, football will be back in the Rio Grande Valley at the collegiate level.
Big deal tomorrow.
Night.
Big deal. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Historic.
The Vaqueros will be taking on Sul Ross State out of Alpine, Texas.
I know there's a lot of people down here, former players, Mark, that went to Sul Ross. So I'm sure they're there.
Remember the longtime athletic director, Poppy Rodriguez. He played at
McAllen
Sul Ross
Memorial.
State.
Their first
Back
time
in the
out of the half.
1960s. Timeout here called by the Mustangs with 2:33 to go in the third quarter. And we've got some, at least one Mustang is playing for the Vaqueros. If you remember Thomas Domian.
Oh, yeah.
Offensive lineman. He's playing for the Vaqueros now. So good luck to him, and take a look at this wonderful shot here. 50 years we've had football and band and all kinds of other exciting events here at that stadium.
Back 50 years ago, you think there was that many lights all around the beautiful
probably
growing
a lot
city
fewer,
of McAllen?
yes. A lot fewer. You can see the buildings with the white roofs to the left. That was McAllen High School. Just when it was built right next to Mac High, because that was the only high school in town at that time. And now shared by 3 different high schools. The Mustangs here. We'll see the Warriors next week. We'll see the Bulldogs in 2 weeks. Both those teams on the road tonight as Coy back to throw. And man is open. It's caught. Alanis breaks a tackle, and now he's off to the races. Look at him turn on the afterburners. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10, and it's a touchdown. Alanis, his second score of the night, and the Mustangs have put 30 on the board.
Big play Alanis. That's what he does. He did it a lot last year. He's very dangerous after he catches the pass. But the big deal is also he's a great route runner. And when you give an opportunity like the offensive line does for Kane Coy, it's a lethal combination.
And Alanis, his second touchdown catch of the night. This one goes for 91 yards. Coy, his third touchdown pass of the night. And now the extra point try. Alanis, who just scored, probably still trying to catch his breath as we see the extra point try go off the upright. And it's no good. Memorial 30, Hanna nothing. 2:19 left in the third quarter. Mustangs lead 30-0. Now we see the Prancers. Prancers under the direction of Miss Olympia De Leon. Dance team here at Memorial. The Memorial fans enjoying tonight. Big crowd here tonight for this season opener. So smile cam. And there's Rue Ellis ready to kick this off. And this will be a squib kick. Should be good field position here. Delamontes running this back. Trying to turn that corner, unable to do so. And the Mustangs all over him, hold him to almost no gain there. And it'll be Hanna's ball at the 31-yard line. A two-play, 92-yard drive. First play got 1 yard. The second play got 91 yards as Alanis. And he showed some real speed there on that play. We'll take a look at the replay in a moment.
I'll tell you this, Mark, a lot of defensive coordinators, especially in this district, they're going to start to worry about this Mustang offense because they know they can usually run the ball, but now that they have the ability to throw, that makes them very, very dangerous.
And Hanna with a run up to the 34-yard line. And that was a carry there by Anguiano, the sophomore running back. And under 2 minutes to go here in the quarter number 3. Hanna looking to get on the board here. And roll out. Chavez has time. Fires, caught by Alexander Chavez, and he's able to dance his way forward and pick up a first down. Up to the 44-yard line, a gain of 12 on the play.
And the Eagles are down 30 points, but you still have a quarter and about a minute. And you know Coach Guess is going to try to do things to finish on a positive note that they can build on next week.
Shotgun snap, handoff, sweep left. Here's a lot of room here across the 50 into Mustang territory. A nice run there by Anguiano.
They have had some positive plays, the Eagles have, but they just haven't had them consistent enough.
Handoff, Anguiano again, hit at the line of scrimmage. He'll get no more. That's Dalton Keller, the big-time tackle right there.
It's their defensive MVP last year.
And he was picked as the preseason defensive MVP for District 16-5A Division 1 this year by none other than Dave Campbell's Texas Football Magazine.
That's huge.
There's a photographer here from Texas Football here tonight. Maybe that's the reason he's here, is Keller's out there. So we see a nice run there. Once again by Anguiano. Good open field tackle by the Mustangs' Jason Martinez.
And when you play defense and you're a playmaker, Mark, it's not always about all the tackles you get. It's about what do you do for your defense to make sure that the offense doesn't succeed. And that's what Dalton Keller does.
End of the third quarter, Mustangs on top, 30-0 over the Hanna Eagles. We'll be back with the fourth in just a moment. This is Football Night in McAllen ISD. to right. Hanna with a 1st and 10 in Mustang territory, and Chavez hit as he throws. Ball bounces out of bounds right at midfield. Chavez appears to be okay.
He'll have to come out for one play by rule.
Yeah, that's right. They'll have to put in a new quarterback here for just the one play. Yeah, it looks like might be Renteria to come in there to line up at quarterback as Chavez comes off. Chavez looks okay. Chavez is a junior. Of course, it's 2nd down and 17 now. I think we might have a timeout.
Hanna, their first timeout of the half.
So Hanna will take a timeout. That's their first timeout here in half number 2. Each team has taken one. You can take another look at that touchdown. Another look at it is Coy. Out Alanis coming open. Looked like Hanna was in a zone defense, and Alanis was able to find that seam. And then using his track speed to take off the rest of the way. 91 yards for his 2nd score of the night. The Mustangs were not known for passing the ball. Very effective passing team tonight. They're 6 for 15, 204 yards and 3 touchdown passes.
Well, and the reason the passing has been so successful because the Hanna Eagles are sitting on the running attack.
And here we're back to live action. A rollout pass, high and incomplete, intended for Austin Reyes.
And you know that to beat the Mustangs, Mark, you have to stop the run. And the Eagles have done a lot. The focus has been on stopping the run, but then that opens up your passing game. Well, how many yards do the Mustangs have in total offense, Mark? Maybe close to 400 or?
204 plus 147, that'd be 351.
Yeah.
So closing in on 400.
Oh.
And Chavez back in the game now, and he's going to get sacked. His helmet comes off, a flag comes down. This could be a face mask. And Chavez indicating face mask there. Now he
personal foul, face mask, defense, number 25. 15-yard penalty, automatic, 1st down. Number 7 can remain in the game because his helmet came off due to a foul.
You know, Delton Keller got there so fast, Mark. We were talking about him. Check it out. And just those things happen.
You can see Keller, I think accidentally,
it was an accident.
Reached out to grab and just happened to grab part of the helmet. And as the official pointed out, Chavez does not have to come out for that play because the defender pulled his helmet off.
Let's go. Let's go defense.
You can't deliberately pull somebody's helmet off to force them out of the game.
Let's go defense.
15-yard penalty.
Did you see how fast Keller got to the quarterback on that blitz?
Let's go defense.
Came right up the middle.
Let's go defense. Let's go.
So 2nd down and 8 now for Hanna. Clock running, 11 minutes to go here in the 4th. Chavez throws. This is caught by Reyes. Reyes may have the 1st down before thrown out of bounds by Castaneda.
Well, last year the Eagles were, 1-9, Mark? This is definitely a better team than a 1-9. I know they're down 30, but there's a lot of positive that I'm sure Coach Guess can work on.
Defense, come on, defense.
Hand off, running right. And Guiano breaks several tackles as he just bounces off like a bumper car down to about the 17.
You know, the Mustang defense tonight, they have given up some plays, but when it comes time to get in a stop, a fourth down stop. They get it or they force a turnover.
I believe this is Hanna's deepest penetration. They're inside the 20. Man goes in motion. That's Talamantes. They line up in the slot. Second man in motion is Reyes. And here's a handoff on Guiano with a big hole to the right side. They sent 2 men in motion left and then run right. And it pays off as they get down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal.
Right, Mark. The misdirection, I think, set up this play. It looked like they were going to run to the left, and all of a sudden, here they go to the right side. Nice play design.
And this time, no shotgun. They'll have an I backfield handoff to the fullback, Anguiano. Surges to the 2-yard line.
I think the Eagles are finally going to score the first touchdown of the year. It could serve as a momentum builder for them.
Tight end left, I backfield. Anguiano again, hit at the line. Second effort, maybe a yard, but still not in the end zone.
Right there. Third and goal at the 1. We're going to have 2 running plays. And I think the Eagles are going to score it on this one.
Third and goal from the 1. They fake the handoff, pitch it outside left, trying to get to the corner, and does. It's a touchdown. Talamantes for Hanna puts the Eagles on the board.
Talamantes deserves a touchdown. He's been running hard all night long.
Nine-play, 68-yard drive for Hanna.
Give credit to the Eagle offense. They keep scratching, they keep trying. They finally found some pay dirt.
5.5-minute drive. Here's the snap. The kick is up and away, and it is good by Raul Bermudez. Score now 30-7. Royals still in front with 8:31 to play in the 4th. Another look at the touchdown. So charging in there was the linebacker Christian Little. But Hanna had the perfect call. As Memorial was crashing to the inside, they were able to toss it on run to the outside. And our score, 30-7 Mustangs. Here in the 4th quarter, you're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD.
Vader.
In South Texas, we know family is everything. That's why at South Texas Health System Clinics, we focus on providing exceptional care for generations of patients. Our family practices offer a wide range of services for every member of your family, from infants to seniors. Our experienced physicians take the time to listen and provide personalized care, ensuring the health and well-being of your family for years to come. At South Texas Health System Clinics, we're dedicated to keeping families healthy and happy. We're here for you every step of the way.
And we're back. Here's the kickoff return by the Mustangs across the 30, around the 35-yard line. They don't have good field position. They lead 30-7. That Hanna scoring drive, 9 plays, 68 yards, took 5:41 off the clock. There's another look at the replay. Fielded by Alanis at about his 20-yard line. And then ran it up across the 35 to the 36.
And I would assume by this time you're going to have some substitutes on both sides, Mark. Give other players an opportunity to show what they're capable of doing. And sometimes you got to build on your depth in case a kid goes down on an injury.
Coy barks out the signals. Toss right. Here's space. Has room at the 40. First down and more. Off to the races yet. The 30. One man chasing at the 10. And it's a touchdown. And Braxton Spates finds pay dirt here for the Mustangs from 64 yards out.
That's what we talked about, Mark. Remember that the offense yet had not had that big long run, but it was just a matter of time. It all goes back to the passing attack. What do you play now? You know, maybe this late in the game, you have an offense that's clicking on the ground and in the air. So what do you do? What do you stop?
Yeah, the Mustangs definitely an offensive juggernaut. They've shown that here tonight. 64-yard run by Spates for his first score of the year. Ellis to attempt the extra point.
That definitely puts them up there.
Delay.
False start.
Up there about 425
Offense,
maybe.
number 44. 5-yard penalty. Retry for point.
So the Mustangs false start. Second time they've had a penalty on an extra point try tonight. We have the fan cam coming up in a moment. McAllen East to hold. Ruelas to kick. Snap and hold. Kick is line drive, and it is good. And Ruelas now is 4 for 5 on his extra point tries, and the Mustangs lead 37-7. Time for the fan cam. Fans having a good time here tonight. A little cooler out there now. This is going to be a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. We'll take another look at the touchdown. 64-yard run by Spates. Came on the first play of the drive. See it there. Look at a good kick-out block by Solis. Also a downfield block by the quarterback. That's Coy running halfway down the field.
That's Coy. He's done that before. And you know when he does something like that, your own quarterback doing that, then that gets all his players supporting him, wanting to help him.
You know, and if Coy doesn't make that downfield block, Spates maybe doesn't make it all the way.
Yeah.
It's Coy and Solis with some good blocks there. As, the rest of the offensive line.
Spates knows that his brother scored a couple of touchdowns here and there, so you know he got excited by getting his first touchdown of the year.
Mustangs try the zone blitz here. And Hanna instead runs the ball straight ahead. Now run by Anguiano.
Well, let's see what the Eagles will do, Mark. The last possession, they look pretty sharp.
And hurry up offense here by Hanna. The pistol formation, Reyes in motion. They hand this off. And a first down. They cross the 35, but about the 38. That's Anguiano again. He's good power back, Anguiano.
He's been impressive. I mean, he runs hard. Give him that opportunity. Anguiano, just a sophomore.
Got a lot of young players on this Hanna team. Certainly something they can build on, not only this year, but for next year as well. Reyes in motion, pistol formation. Chavez to throw, wants Reyes, and incomplete. Kind of an awkward angle there. Good coverage on the play by Jason Martinez. Now bring up third down.
The quarterback make him hurry up. It was Dalton Keller that came in on a blitz and got there pretty quick. The game has slowed down a little bit, Mark, compared to the first quarter. The first quarter was a lot of run, a lot of first downs, and now there's passes that are incomplete.
Live action here on Anguiano with the short pass. Brought down by Keller and also by defensive lineman Luis Herrera. Bring up third down. Gain of only 1, actually. And a 1 for 6 on 3rd down tonight. 6.5 to go. Javis rolling out, throws a little bit short, incomplete. Looks like it was intended for Alexander Javis. Bring up 4th down.
With a 4th and 9, not much more, but the Eagles will more than likely punt it.
Other games going on tonight. We had Mackay at Los Fresnos, and also Nicky Rowe at Harlingen South. Mustangs have this game well in hand. Here's the punt formation. Mustangs might be able to return this. Alanis has trouble with it. Ball knocked out of bounds. Mustangs dodge a bullet there. This is almost recovered by Villa. Alanis had all kinds of trouble with it.
So that's where Alanis maybe should have just let go. You don't need the ball. But then he also made sure that the Golden Eagle player did not get the fumble. So he went and tackled him out of bounds. Smart play.
Alanis with 2 touchdown catches here tonight. Mustangs are going to be back at their own 12-yard line. They have lost the ball in the lights there.
Is that an alien up there, Mark?
Yeah, it might be. Lots of fans of the Mustangs, including those from Mars. Run straight ahead, picks up 2. I think that might be a new running back there, and it is.
It's quite a lot of substitutes.
That's Zarek Garcia with his first carry. Another new player in there is running back Jorge Munoz. And coming into the game is 21, Austin Chapa at wide receiver. Trying to see if we have a new quarterback.
New QB.
And we do. There's a handoff. Mustangs again. This is going to be bottled up at the line of scrimmage. It was a handoff to Munoz. New quarterback is Vicente Valdez. Valdez, a sophomore. And Mustangs will have 3rd down now.
Don't think the Mustangs will put it up in the air with 5 minutes to go, but sometimes you got to give some kids an opportunity to run some plays.
And tight end right. Valdez back to throw. This is going to be caught. That'll bring up 4th down. And I see a catch there by Gabriel Suarez, his first catch. Tackle on the play by Duran, the cornerback. And Mustangs will bring on the punting unit. There's another look at it.
Is this the first punt of the game for the Mustangs, Mark?
This will be their second punt.
Oh, second. It's been a while since they punted.
Yeah, back in the first half they had one.
Got a good 8 seconds, 7, 6, punt it out.
Play clock getting away from them. They just get it snapped in time. So he's down to 1 second. And Hanna has trouble with it. This is Reyes, has some room though. And then knocked out at midfield. Good field position here for Hanna with just under 4 minutes to go. A chance for them to maybe put up another score. There's something to build on for next week.
There's Coach Marquez, and we want to wish him the best of luck in the district. And when there's only 5 teams, Mark, and 4 teams make it to the playoffs, you actually, you just have to win. You have to win one district game, and have an opportunity to make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, Hanna was, I believe, 0-4 in their district last year. Just a 5-team district. Got a timeout called by the Mustangs.
McAllen Memorial, their second time out of the half.
Mark, because there was a lot of substitutions.
Mustangs have a lot of new faces in there on defense.
Who do the Mustangs play next week, Mark?
Yeah, we're going to find out right here.
I know on their schedule they're going to play that game they played last year against San Antonio Johnson down the road, maybe in 2 weeks. Oh, there it is.
There's the Mustangs schedule. See, they'll be at Weslaco High next week, and then they're at San Antonio Johnson and travel over 200 miles north.
Are they actually
on a San Antonio team?
Are they playing there, or didn't they play last year in Alice or something? Midpoint.
Yeah, I'll have to check on that. Okay. But that'll be a road game for them. And then the 19th, they'll be back here at home for a district game against the Rio Grande City Rattlers. They'll be in Mission. They have a bye week in early October. Mac High on October 10th. That's always a good one. At Juarez Lincoln on the 16th, followed by Edward Bella, Nicky Rowe, and La Jolla Palmview. It's never easy in District 16 5A.
Never easy.
Hanna with the ball at the 50-yard line. 1st and 10. So wraparound draw. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Anguiano with the carry.
I'd like to send a shout out to Coach Jan Saldana. He's a PE coach at Gonzalez Elementary. He's traveling today. He'll go drop off his kid in Lubbock, Texas. That's quite a drive, no, Mark?
Oh, Lubbock, yes. Here's a long pass. Going deep, incomplete, intended for Reyes. A couple of Mustang defenders in there on the play, including Miguel Moncada and also Axel Bocanegra. The Mustangs have a lot of new faces out there on defense.
Also a shout out to Coach Helgi, who is so proud of her MVP candidate, Defensive Player of the Year, Dalton Keller.
Chavez rolling out. This is caught by Reyes. Is hit again, and held short of the first down by the Mustang defense. Bocanegra in there on the tackle. You see him got highlighted there for just a moment. A good open field tackle. The ball moved down to the Mustang 42.
There's another kid right there from Hanna, Austin Reyes, that's going to have a good year. He's played pretty good today.
And 4th down and 2 here for Hanna as they call timeout. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow.
Creating more jobs.
And more opportunities for all of us.
Working together.
Together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
And we're back 37-7. Mustangs in front. Hanna facing a 4th and 2 in Mustang territory. And there's a look at the Golden Eagles' remaining schedule. Doesn't get any easier as they take on the Sherryland Rattlers at Sam's Memorial Stadium on September the 4th. That'll be a Thursday night game. Then they're at the Edinburgh Bobcats. They'll take on Sherryland Pioneer on Friday the 19th. And they'll be at La Jolla. Then they've got Mission Veterans Memorial. And then they open district play on October 10th against San Benito.
Mark,
and then they'll have Brownsville Veterans Memorial, Harlingen Cardinals, and Los Fresnos, the rest of their schedule.
They have 5 weeks to get ready for the first district ball game against San Benito on October the 10th. Hey, Mark, I wanted to ask you a question that I saw somewhere. As we take a look at this nice
pitch
play.
out, and there's a lot of room here. First down and more, and he's going to take it the distance. A touchdown there for the Hanna Eagles by Talamantes, his second score of the game. 42-yard burst there for Talamantes.
That's good for the Eagles, Mark. They're fighting till the last minute. And those are the things that Coach guesses. It hasn't gone well for them today, but I guarantee you things like this is where he can build from. He's got 4 weeks to get ready for district play. But Mark, I wanted to ask you about the Texas Way, a program that I saw somewhere that the McAllen Independent School District was one of the few school districts that was recognized for being part of the Texas Way. Are you familiar with that?
Oh yes, the extra point, by the way, is good by Bermudez. And the score now 37-14. Yeah, the Texas Way is just a good sportsmanship campaign by the UIL. We take another look at the touchdown. And McAllen ISD was credited as one of the top school districts for promoting it.
Awesome.
In the state last year. And here's a great run here by Talamantes. 42 yards. And 37-14 now. Our score. We'll be back. Superintendent Scholarship Golf Tournament was a huge success. More than $68,000 was raised for student scholarships. We want to thank everyone who contributed and be on the lookout for this year's event coming this spring. McAllen ISD, we are all in. (37-14) our score. 42-yard run by Talamantes for his second score of the night. And Hanna has, after only goose eggs the first 3 quarters, they have 14 here in the fourth quarter. And like you pointed out, Mario, something for them to build on going forward as they take on the Sherryland Rattlers next week back at home. Mustangs anticipating onside kick. Is this kick deep, picked up at the 14-yard line by Valdez. And Valdez knocked out of bounds after a short return. And the Mustangs trying to run out the clock here with 2:41 to go. The Mustangs will be in Weslaco at Bobby Lackey Stadium a week from tonight, taking on the Panthers. Be another non-district game for them. They'll open district play against Rio Grande City in 3 weeks.
I remember when the Mustangs and the Panthers were in the same district. They played a couple of classic ball games. I mean, I remember going to one in Weslaco where it was standing room only. It was a classic game that the Mustangs won that game.
They both have excellent traditions. Valdez at quarterback. This will be his second possession for him to orchestrate the offense. Toss left, and running back hurdles one defender over the 30-yard line to about the 31. Another good run there by Jorge Munoz.
You just never know, Mark, when you're backed up. You never know when you have an opportunity, and this is your opportunity right now to at least impress your coaches that, hey, feel comfortable. That if something hopefully doesn't happen to a starter, that they're ready to step in.
And it does have 2 timeouts left, but likely will not use them. Should be a timeout here, though, for 2 minutes.
Yep, you got it, Mark.
New rule.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
I think college football adopted that last year, and now high school has followed suit. 37-14 our
Please
score.
set the game clock to 2 minutes.
We set the game clock there. Next webcast for us. That'll be next week on Friday, September 5th.
Should be a good one.
Yeah, we'll have the Nicky Road Warriors. We'll have their home opener.
Coaching debut of who? Coach Taylor.
Yeah, Coach Jamar Taylor, who was bit of a Valley legend as a receiver as the Mission Eagles head coach, and then played in the NFL with the New York Giants. He's the new head coach of Rowe, and they'll be taking on their opponent next week.
Yeah, well, we'll see. What kind of offense do you think he's going to have? You think him being a receiver, Mark, he might be want to throw it, put it in the air a couple of times? So the Mustangs got themselves a first down.
Yeah. Mustangs with 15 first downs in the game now. Under 90 seconds to go.
What a big night for Kane Coy. And then what you also have, what's his name? McAllen ISD with some tremendous long runs, long catches.
And there's our next webcast there. It'll be the Warriors taking on Los Fresnos Falcons. And that should be a real high-flying game between two high-powered offenses. It'll be Friday, September 5th, a 7:30 kickoff, and we'll be on the air about 7:15 to bring you all the excitement of that one.
Both teams, Mark, have some real good playmakers, and I'm sure our staff here will do a good job of highlighting those playmakers.
Mustangs take a knee once again. They won't have to snap it again, so this will do it. Touchdowns for the Mustangs tonight. We had two from McAllen ISD, who caught two touchdown passes, one of 63 yards, one of 91 yards. We had a 26-yard pass catch by Jaden Solis out of the backfield. Also had a 64-yard run by Braxton Spates and a 79-yard fumble return by the defender, linebacker Julian Castaneda. So a lot of big plays by Memorial tonight for their scores, as they win it by a score of 37-14 here over Hanna. Hanna's both touchdowns come from Talamantes, the running back. One-yard run and a 42-yard run. So good going by both teams here tonight, but the Mustangs will be 1-0 on the season. The Eagles start off 0-1. Eagles play the Sherryland Rattlers at home in Brownsville next week, and the Mustangs will travel to Weslaco to take on the Panthers. So hope you enjoyed it. For Mario Reyna, I'm Mark May saying so long from McAllen, Texas. Once again, our final score is Mustangs 37, Eagles 14. This has been a McAllen ISD Sports production.